No missions, we are gonna go to bed. That's right, we gotta sleep until there is a mission for us to do. Oh, that was like instant. There is a blue speedboat that has an emergency. Okay, so we gotta go out of our base, around, and down. We got that. So, what does that mean then? That kind of means we need to get our hydrofoil out, which is here somewhere. There it is, a lek boat. Very nice. And then we need to add seats to it. That is something that we were kind of missing before, so yeah. Let's add seating. I don't know where the seats should go. Maybe we'll have 2 on the front. I don't know, is that weird? That might be a little bit weird. Let's do it anyway. So, 1, 2. Excellent. Put the seats actually directly on top of there. And then do this. And then do this. Wham! Alright, we got ourselves some seating right there. We're then going to go to manifolds. And I'm just going to chuck these guys up there like so. 2 seats added straight away. We're then going to add probably 2 of these at the back as well. So actually, let's grab this entire thing. We're going to copy it, move it backwards, and we're going to put them right there and right there. Oh, that actually works. So now we got 6 seats. That's actually fine. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad either. Another thing I'm going to do is add this guy onto here. We're going to go up by 2. We're going to do the same thing right here. And we're obviously going to go ahead and seal this off. So one's going to go there and one's going to go there. Oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. No. I might just have to, I don't know. Have this point off the side. There we go. And this one could just point into it. Yeah. Alright, we'll leave that like that. Wait, how much money do we have? I've managed to spawn in both. We have our Hummer out up there, and we have our boat out down here. That is crazy. Alright, well, let's go and see what we can do. We got nav lights right there. Let's turn those on. Deck lights, we'll turn those on too. And we are out of here. We'll set it to like 50% throttle. And we are going. It is wavy, so we are bouncing up and down a little bit. But it is working. I am very pleased with this boat. It's pretty good. Alright, so whilst we're on our way over here then, I want to talk about something that I don't know whether many people use in Stormworks. And that is solar panels. Do any of you guys actually ever use solar panels? I don't know if I've ever built anything that really works with solar panels. I've tried to build a solar panel plane before, which I might try and do again, but it didn't work because solar panels are heavy, they're very expensive, and they basically produce nothing. So, I don't know. I think I might have to try and use them again just to see what happens. And before anyone suggests it, no, I'm not gonna do a solar panel only playthrough. Can you imagine? Like, no batteries? Oh, maybe 1 battery, because I don't think it works. Oh, I don't think solar panels work without a battery. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, don't suggest that, because I'm not doing it. Alright, so we are probably about halfway there. Well, not even. Maybe about a third of the way there. Our speed is slowing down. We're about 24, and our battery is down 11%. So we've used a little bit of battery. If we'd have tried to go over the fords, I guess we would have used less, but we're not going to do that. No, no, no. Not at all. Also, this boat is very skinny, but it is working. It actually is totally working. I'm so happy with it. Oh, I think I found it. However, we are starting to have some issues. So, the way electric boats kind of work, especially with batteries, is as soon as you lower your, as soon as your battery is lowered, you end up in a situation where you actually get less power out of the batteries. It's not like diesel, where you're running out of diesel and your power stays the same. No. As soon as the battery loses charge, it gets worse. So, yeah. This bouncing is not really what I want, but we need to get over there. And to be honest, I think it's less so that the batteries got worse, more so that the waves have got worse. So we're going to try and get over there anyway, and see if we can rescue whoever's out there. But currently, we're actually fighting the wind, because we are flying into it. It's so weird. I was about to say, this better have been worth it, but actually, no. This was very much not worth coming out to. Also, there is land just here. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize they'd, like, beached it. That's not good. Turn the spotlights off. They're kind of just wasting energy. I just gotta rescue one guy? That's ridiculous. Let's go get him anyway, and then we can take him to a hospital and get our 3 grand. That's what I need. It's kind of annoying, though, because we sailed all the way out here expecting something good. But no, we literally... Is that it? I just have to rescue one guy. I'm not doing this mission ever again. Well, we're out of here. The guy is just sat on the back, so, I mean, at least there's that. And we're no longer fighting the wind. Not in the same sense as we were before, so... Yeah, we just gotta go sideways and head straight back to our base. Unfortunately, I do think we might have some troubles ahead of us. The thing is now, though, I do actually have more money, so I can put more batteries in this. I can totally put more batteries in it. But the boat itself isn't that buoyant, so maybe that's not the best idea. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when we get home. Oh my goodness, we're down to 57% battery, and our speed is still okay, to be honest. We're still above the water, so it's working. It is working. We still have a man on the back too, so we're able to rescue dudes. Unfortunately, though, we're not able to rescue them for very far away. Oh, that's not that bad. That is not that... That's quite far. Okay, we're able to rescue people from over here. so that's good. I do think maybe we add a crank to this, and maybe a crank on both sides, so that we can actually generate power whilst we are moving. I think that's actually not a bad idea. So I think you put a crank, and then you put like 6 gearboxes or something. And then once you do that, you put a generator at the end and it generates power. But I can't remember what the efficient way to do that is. So we might have to do that, we might not have to do that. Although actually, pretty much everything in this series needs a generator on board. And I did say it was electric only, so no diesel generators, no steam generators, no nuclear generators, which I suppose is a steam generator. No, none of that. Just hand generators, because, you know, I'm a robot. So that's electricity too, right? We have arrived back to the home. Back to the home. Here. Okay, we're in. Very good. Pick him up. And... well, we're gonna jump straight off. Whee! I wish I didn't go straight underwater, but that's fine. Okay. Right. And now, if I drop that there, we can grab this, return it to the workbench. Excellent. And we can take this man to our Hummer, which is waiting up there with its lights on, using electricity as we speak. And then we're going to drop him off. All right, you can go in the back seat right there. Okay. Now I have to run around to the other side. Hopefully we have electricity left in this. Yeah, lights really don't use very much electricity at all. So, we're out of here. We are out of here. Excellent. Okay. I like this thing. This is pretty good. Oh, boing. 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 We're good. Yep. And we'll drop them straight off. I do think a little, window on the back might be kind of nice. But, honestly, doesn't really matter. We'll never use it, so that's fine. Alright, pick up the dude. Run across to the other side. Drop him off. Let's go. Was that mission worth $3,000? I mean, I'm gonna answer that right now. No. No, it was not. Oh, Red Cabrio requires servicing. Oh, yes! Look at this. Transport a Red Cabrio to Gravedigger parking lot. That will be a fun one. Yeah, okay. So, let's make a trailer for this. I'm not very good at making trailers that actually work, but I really want it to work, so let's design a trailer that can fit at least one of these guys on the back and go from there. Alright, well, how big is this car? So, the car itself is around 24 blocks long. Okay, so let's try and work this out. Delete that guy, get a pivot. Yeah, we're gonna go with one of these guys. In fact, delete that one as well. We're going to delete these guys too. Oh, there's so much craziness going on here. There we go. Grab the pivot again, chuck it in there so it goes from side to side. And then we're going to add two things actually. So a connector. We're going to go with this connector right here. And... oh, actually, I kind of need it to poke out more than that. Yeah, no, I do. So, pivot. Let's go ahead and get a pivot again. No, not this one. What am I doing? This guy. And we're going to have it stick out the back. Realistically, that's not really how this should work. But it's how it's going to work. So, connector is the next thing. Let's go ahead and attach an electrical connector here. And a fuel connector right there. That can then wobble from side to side with no issues, right? So if I do this, yep, it can go to there, and it can go to there. Cool. Okay, we then gotta sort out the trailer. So the trailer hitch itself is gonna be a different color. I'm gonna chuck that right there. So that connects to the bottom, this connects to the top. That's an ugly way to attach this. It is. But the reason I'm doing like a connector here and a connector there is so that it doesn't tip over. What I might do is, to make it look a little bit nicer, is this. Yeah, I mean, it's not really perfect. It's not really what you want, but it'll still work, and that's kind of what matters. Okay, so from there, what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to bring this backwards by 2. I'm going to have an A frame right here on the front of the trailer, which I think makes some sense, maybe. We're then going to go off to the side, like this. Yep, and then we're going to go backwards from there. So if this is the frame anyway, we're sort of okay. How big did I say this was? Like 24? Let's see how big this is. So we need it to at least be to there. Okay, well let's continue it a little bit further than that. There we go. And this is kind of just the frame. So let's attach all these together at the back. There we go. We'll attach them together in a bunch of other random places, which is here. There we go, and here at the front. That looks like a decent trailer frame to me. One thing I would say though is it is kind of a little bit tall. That is quite high. But if I was to add these wheels, let's say, to that, how high are these wheels? They're lower than this. So actually they're just underneath this. So where can I put them? Is it here? No, well, we'd have the... oh... Okay, so if I attach the wheels in the same place, the wheels are actually going to go up into this, and that causes some issues sometimes. So we don't want that, do we? So if I do this, and then go to wheels, if we use smaller wheels, I think I'm using 5x5s on this. So if I use smaller wheels, we can actually chuck them underneath. Yeah. So if I do that, and then I go to wheels. Here we go. Chuck those on there. There's one. And then we go forwards by like 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have to put another frame in to do this. Yeah, and then we put that there. I actually kind of want 3 wheels. Yeah. Is that strange? Maybe a little bit. There we go. I want 3 of them. But actually, I'm going to separate them out a bit more because they are going to be slightly bigger. There we go. Alright, so they're all separated by like 1. Let's increase the tire radius to 1.5 on each of these. And that should be good. There you go. 1.5, excellent. 1.5 and 1.5. Alright, cool. We're then going to build the actual frames to each of these. And that just makes sense. So that goes up to there. We'll zoom that across on these. Excellent. We'll do it here as well. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to work, I think. Still looks kind of weird, but I think that's going to work. That's kind of annoying the way this is, but I have an idea. So if we delete this guy and this guy and this guy, on here we'll do this. We'll do the same here as well, so that we'll do that. We'll do that. There we go. So at the front, we're going to do this guy. Yeah, which brings it across. Can I do that there and there? No. No, I can't. So that kind of has to be a block. And then we do this. And this. Yeah, okay. And then at the rear, we're going to bring it forwards like that. And then... Ooh. Alright, let's fill in this line behind here. No. Yeah? I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe one of these there and one of these here. Is that right? Yeah, okay. They're in. And then another one there and another one there. And then we add this guy onto here and here. And that into there like that. Is that really weird? I feel like it kind of is. Strange. Alright, delete that, that, and that, and that. There we go. And then I'm just going to seal this onto here like this. Same with that piece right there. What does that look like? Yeah, alright, we'll go with that. We will go with that. I need one block in that little piece right there, but other than that, I think we're good. Yeah, we're then going to need an actual deck for this. Oh yeah, because I don't have backing on these. Alright, so that goes there. And then this goes here. And then I'm actually going to, like, weirdly seal most of this together. So, let's just have an actual flooring in there. There we go. That's all attached. Good. What does it look like now? Perfect. It still looks strange, but perfect. Okay, so, this is the point where we actually add, like, frameage to this and stuff. So, we're actually going to go ahead and put a bit of a frame across the front, which attaches onto there like so. Yes, that works. And then we're going to actually have it go up like this in multiple areas, so probably there as well. And then we'll attach it all together at the front. There we go. Okay, so far so good. We're then going to add an actual deck. So, how do I do that? And what color do we want it to be? I think I want it to be like a wooden color. So we're going to add a wooden deck onto here like this. Off to the sides, I'm going to go ahead and put that in like that. That in right there, and I'm going to seal this bit off. And then on the very edges, I'm going to paint that bit, paint this bit, and all of this across the back. Okay. Right, so far so good. It looks like a farm trailer, but that's kind of okay. Right. Now we need a way to get vehicles onto this. Alright, so let's just do this really quickly around the edge, or down the edge, just like this. Excellent. At the rear, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a pivot, and this is going to allow us to lower it down over the side, or over the back. There we go. I'm going to paint that this color, and I'm going to do this across the back. And then, I guess we just want ramps. So, I think I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then across the top, I'm going to do this guy. There we go. Merge those together. And then, at random points, so these two pieces right here can go in. And then I want to add rails. Yeah. So this is going to be like the floor we use on this thing. And then at the bottom, I don't really know. I'm just going to attach it together like this and like this. There we go. So that's going to be our ramp. I don't think it's long enough, so we might need to make it slightly longer. But let's get ourselves a throttle really quickly, and then we can chuck it down if we need to. Okay, so this goes to there and there. Electricity needs to go to all of this as well. So let's put a battery on the trailer. Right underneath. Here we go. We'll actually add 2. 1 on each side. Excellent. Does it need 2 batteries? No, but it's fine. There we go. And let's see what we can do. I'm never really going to take this off, so that doesn't really matter. But... oh. That's an issue. Okay, well, I've made it double the height, and now we need to try and make sure that it actually folds down. So, delete this guy, chuck that onto there like... wait, hang on. Like this, there we go. And turn that around and do this, and then merge this guy with this guy, and this guy with this guy. And then when I do this, both of them are gonna work. Which might not actually work the way that I need it to, but we'll see. Okay. So it's up there, it's quite a big, quite a big ramp. I mean, it kinda works, but not quite right. Look at that. Is one of these doing the opposite to the other one? I'm really confused. I feel like it is. So I'm going to make these guys work properly, and then it will actually lower itself down properly. I don't know what's happening here, but the one on this side is working just fine, but the one on this side is having some issues, and it really shouldn't be. So I don't know what's going on there. So I'm going to try and fix that, but essentially it will work. Look at that. So what I need to do now is add a winch up here. We're actually going to add a winch on this side, and a winch on this side, and probably a winch in the center too. And then probably some mag holes in the floor so that we can attach it down. As well as some rope connectors as well, and possibly like a railing across the side. So yeah, we need to be able to make sure that whatever we put on the back of this thing stays on this thing. Okay, I've changed the design a little bit, so when it's up, it's actually in this sort of situation. Oh. Alright, hang on, it doesn't have enough balls. Once it's got enough balls, it'll go back. So it's actually in this situation, but when it's down, it is in this situation right here, which is a pretty decent ramp to get things on. So that's sort of fixed. I am going to try and make those a little bit more powerful, but other than that, it's good. Okay, winch time. So we're going to go with medium winches. I'm going to delete that right there, and 2 medium winches right there, and 1 in the center. In order to turn these on, we're just going to have a button underneath. And actually, we're just going to have like either on or off. That's it. So it's either pulling in or it's not doing anything. I think that is fair. So connect these guys to the electricity. There we go. And then connect them all to here. So that goes there, that goes there. We'll connect these guys together as well. And this will go to both. That's fine. So yeah, this essentially is up. And then this one is up. And this one is up. So whatever we do, it will be pulling up into there. The other thing I want to do is add ropes, because we're going to need a bunch of these. So chuck that in there like this. There's a rope. We're going to chuck one right here. There's a rope. So we got 2 ropes so far. I'm going to delete this right here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. There you go, 6 ropes all together. Very nice. Let's then get ourselves rope anchors as well. We'll chuck 1 here. Excellent. We'll chuck 1 down here and 1 here. There we go. As well as 1 at the back. Yes. Okay, that's fine. I'm also going to chuck 2 here and 1 in the center right there. And then at the rear, we're actually going to go ahead and delete this and chuck 1 of them in there like that. And 1 of them right here like this. We got rope anchors everywhere. We now need actual rope anchors in the floor too. And realistically, actually, I think I want to put them here. So let's go ahead and do this. So 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 here. Oh, and 1 here. All right, we're then going to paint all of these so they're all correct on the top. There we go. And that's fine. Yeah. What I'm then going to do is every so often, so probably in the same sort of places, we're going to add mag holes. Yeah, this could be a bad idea, but we'll see what happens. So they're all going to be this color. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and those will be turned on via a button, which actually I think I'll put next to this button. Yeah. So that one is labeled ramp. This one is mags. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and name the other one on the other side the same thing. Mags. Very good. Connect this guy to there. Connect this guy to here. And then this one goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. I should probably also have a brake button. So let's go ahead and put that down here as well. No, actually, the brake button should go on the front. We'll put that here. There you go. And I'm not going to have a jockey wheel or anything like that, but that's fine. So brakes. We'll chuck there. And that is going to be for this, 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 and this. All right. I think we're happy with that. I think that's good. Okay, there it is in current form. Mags, they all work. Very good. So we got ramp, that... Oh yeah, that works. What in the world? Why does that now not work? What's happening to the... Fixed it, fixed it, fixed it. There we go. So it can roll back up and it can roll back down. Okay, so that's all good. Now we just need the little railing thing, and then once we get the railings in, we can try and rescue the thing. Yes. Okay, so, how are we gonna do this? I think I'm gonna attach that to there, and here. Can't really put one in the center now that I've done that. It's annoying. Okay. Well, I suppose I'll just do that all the way down. Although, actually, maybe if I do diagonal ones... Hang on. There we go. It looks like it's attached to here, which is pretty cool. And then we do the same here. 1, 2. I think that's good. But I did want him to go higher. So actually, it's not diagonal ends that we want. It's these ones. Right? Sorry. There we go. 1 and 2. Excellent. These two next. So 1 and 2. And then end pieces can go directly on top of there. And then we end up in a situation where we have ourselves railings along the sides, which kind of means that things won't fall off, I suppose. I think this trailer looks pretty good, actually. Okay, so with that being said, I'm actually going to go ahead and add a few more batteries to it so that we get a little bit extra range out of our truck. I know that makes a weird... it's a bit of a weird decision. However... I'm going to do it anyway. So we got a bunch of extra batteries down there. Let's attach these guys together, then to here. And these guys together, and then to here. Oh, and there. Sorry. There we go. I think we're all connected. Alright, good. So, now we can just go. I think. Yeah? I mean, it is nighttime. I don't know how this is gonna... Oh. I don't know how well this is gonna pull this. But... let's try it. I mean, so far so good. Doesn't have anything on the back yet, though, and that might be a problem. Oh, that could end up being a problem. It's working so far, though, and I'm happy with that. I guess. I don't know, this feels fishy. Where do I need to go? Straight south. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it, guys. I need to go that... wait, no. I need to go... I don't know where I'm going. I'll figure it out though, and I'll be back with you guys soon. Okay, gonna be honest with you guys, it is not balanced particularly well, and you can see that I am wiggling down the road. Literally wiggling down the road. However, it is still on the back, which is good. That's my positive right there. It's still on the back of the car. So, we're fine. And I've been doing off-roading. I have built it higher than I should have. And that's actually not necessarily a bad thing. However, it might become a bad thing when we've got weight on it. But yeah, the wiggles are not great. It's not balanced. I think what I should have done, by the way, is this connection on the back. I shouldn't have done a pivot at all. We really don't need the pivots. I don't know why I did that. So, yeah. I think without the pivot, it would actually be a little bit more stable. And if it was more stable, that'd be great. That'd be excellent. We are still heading down. I'm not entirely sure where I am just yet, but I'm going to do some off-roading real quick. I think I need to go to the gas station first to rescue some civilians, and then I can actually drive over to here, grab this, and then we can drive over there, deliver the car, and drive down to this to deliver the people. Yes, we got a lot of driving to do, and unfortunately not very fast driving either, but it is what it is. Okay, so, let's go ahead and rescue the civilians from here. What we're also gonna do also here is charge our vehicular device. So let's pull in, and I should have added brakes that I can use from the car for that, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and drop my fire extinguisher, grab this. Where's the charger on this thing? Is it on the back? Yes, it's right there. So we're gonna charge this up. Let's see how much charge we've got. 88%. 88%, 89. Alright, well that's gonna slowly go up. We got these dudes that we need to rescue, so you go in the back of my vehicular device. There we go, and there's supposed to be another guy here. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, $7,500, excellent. Where's the other guy? Have I run him over? No. I don't see another person. There's supposed to be another guy here. Is there? I didn't run him over. He's not in here. Was he outside? Am I blind? Should I... Where is he? I didn't run anyone over. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know where the other guy is. Does it say 2? It definitely says 2, right? 2 civilians need evacuating to a safe zone. Where is the other person? Wait, hang on. No. No, I'm actually just very confused. Did I run them over? They're not underneath the car. And maybe like a wild animal has eaten this person. Maybe that's what's happened. Who knows? Definitely not under the car. No. I don't know what's happened then. I have no idea. Alright, whatever. I've put it back. The charger cable, so we're just gonna go. We're just gonna leave. I don't know where the other guy is, so... Yeah. I didn't think about the top of the trailer actually hitting the thingamabobby either, but we do fit underneath gas station roofs, so that's good. Right, where am I going? Hopefully they've got lights on. There's a bridge right there. They're not at the bridge, they're further left. They're not at the bridge, they're further left. They're here somewhere? I feel like I should be able to see them. Oh, I'm still wobbling. Oh man, the wobble is pretty bad. The wobble is really bad. There is a workbench at the... Oh my goodness. There is a workbench actually at the gas stations, but I didn't want to use it. I didn't want to use it. No. Alright, here we go. Let's pull it on for backwards. We'll pull it on backwards. So let's turn ourselves around. There we go. Put the brakes on. Let's get out. And put the brakes on this. Okay. Go ahead and lower down the ramps. I said lower down the ramps. I said lower down the ramps. No. I did say lower down the ramps. No. There we go. If I run on the ramps, it does attempt to lower them. Excellent. We did it. Sorry that it... What are you doing? I might have to stand on the ramp while this does its thing. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab a rope. And attach it onto... Does this have a center one? Not quite, but I'm going to try and use it anyway. How am I supposed to get to it? It's in a position where... Oh, this happened last time. There's connectors, but you can't use them. What's happened here? Alright, this isn't my fault. Hang on. Maybe it is. General? Physics detail was on high? Maybe if we put it on medium? That doesn't make sense. Alright, pull it in. Oh, what? That hasn't worked. Hang on. I can't... Where is the... There we go, we're on. Okay, it's pulling it in. Not very well, but it is doing it. Okay. Okay, keep pulling. Keep pulling. That way. Okay, so we're in an okay situation with that. If I attach that to there instead. Okay, and then I grab another one. And I put it on this side. And I connect it onto here. You would think that this ramp was okay for this, but... Oh, no. Push it on. Push it on. No! You kidding me? That's so annoying. Alright, stop. Alright, I don't have a let go button, unfortunately. And that's where this comes in bad. Oh, it's on! Oh, it's very much on. Holy! Okay. We have ourselves our car on the trailer. It's very nose heavy. You don't really want to be driving like this, but it's on there. Look at that. Okay. Let me disconnect these ropes. They don't need to be on there anymore. And this one on this side. Give me that rope. Put it back in there. Give me the fire extinguisher. I keep dropping on the ground. And... No, not wrap. Maggols. Okay. Alright, buddy. Let's see if the car can do it. Wait, close that door. Sorry that you had to witness all that, fella, but... We're doing it! Yeah, we have ourselves a car on the back. Beautiful. Oh, I just started trying to drive, but actually the brakes were on, so we were still moving. Our car apparently can pull with the brakes on the trailer, just not very fast. So now we're going about 10 meters per second. Not the fastest. Also, where I put the car is definitely not good for my weight distribution. I needed it to go further back. But I don't have any winches that can move it back, so it's going to have to stay where it is. But we're doing it! We are actually doing it, kind of. Beautiful. This might be the best I've actually ever done this mission. Normally, I have a really bad time with it, but today, not so bad. Wait, what just happened there? A casualty has been successfully rescued to a safe zone? I mean, that is not true. I haven't done anything. But, sure, we are still alive. So that's good. I don't know whether it was this guy, because they're still in the back. Maybe it's the guy that disappeared. Maybe it's that guy. Anyway, let's make sure we can go over this bump. Oh yeah, the fact that I made the trailer so high is so good. Also, the fact that there is, it's a triple axle is actually pretty good too. Yeah, no, that's definitely a good idea. Alright, cool. It just makes it more stable in terms of staying upright. Perfect. Oh boy, I actually love this part of the map, by the way. It is so nice. It's just like a big canyon. If you're wondering where this is, it's right here. So, Crimwand Canyons! Yeah. It's just a cool little canyon. It is. So we're just gonna go ahead and sail through here. My battery is down to 76%. My speed is still 17 meters per second, so we're still going decently fast, I suppose. We could go faster, and there is multiple ways of doing that. Obviously, my car probably needs an upgrade. I kind of feel like I don't want the suspension in terms of towing. Or we need stiffer suspension in terms of towing. And that'll also sort of work better with the steering, too. Stiffer suspension, definitely better for steering. Anyway, we're on our way around. We're almost where we need to get to. And then we just need to deliver the guy to here, and then that's it. We're good. Hopefully we can get up hills. I do have sticky tires on, so we got high grip tires. The rear ones, actually the ones on the trailer are, what are they? I think they're high, oh no, they're both. They're a mix of high speed and high grip. So, they're both. But yeah, we're almost where we need to be. I might turn my lights off. There we go. Kind of no reason to have the lights on right now anyway. It's literally daytime, but this is cool. We have another wiggle on, another wiggle on. Yeah, again, with a perfectly balanced trailer, the wiggles wouldn't really happen as much. My suspension giving way is part of the issue here because it's just leaning so much. But, we have got to the delivery point with our BMW M3. And that is what we want. That is what we want. We're almost there. Come on. Come on. Come on. We need a delivery. Let's just do a spinorama when we get here. 3, 2, 1. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, kind of bad, but not super bad. Yeah. So let's go ahead and just put the brakes on here. Lower down the ramp. There we go. The ramp situation, I don't know what... I don't know what's going on with it. You know? Like, it should just be working. I don't know why it's not. Anyway, can I get behind this to push it off? I don't really know. Oh yeah, there we go. Push! Excellent. Can you believe it? We did a delivery. Is there a brake in this thing? Heater, no, headlights, interior lights, hood, trunk, ignition. No. No brakes. Alright, see you later then. Very good. Okay. The other thing that I noticed here as well is this. Bam! $9,500. Bam! $7,000. Is there another one? Let's go check this building. Sometimes this building has some in too. No, not today. Not today, unfortunately. But guys, we did it. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is drive down to the other place and rescue this dude. Oh wait, actually, hang on. This counts as a rescue place. Also, I didn't... Oh, yeah, I didn't put the ramp back up, but it is up now. Yeah, this counts, I think. Let's try and deliver him here. Please? No? Maybe? It says... Oh, maybe out there. Is that where we deliver them? I have no idea. Delivery? No? Delivery? Wait, hang on. This says rescued survivor. Oh, okay, right. We delivered them at the same time. Good. Well, we did it, guys. We totally did it. Awesome. There is a siren going off, so there's going to be problems in a second, but we did our missions. We got the Cabrio. We got the rescued guy. We rescued another guy magically, so there was that. That's not bad. That is not bad. And this thing did its job, so I'm really happy with that too. Anyway, before anything drastically bad hits us, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed whatever the heck this was. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.